I thought this video would be interesting to show everyone how a Gvoke Hypopen works in practice. I've seen a lot of videos online showing what they do and how they do it and that sort of thing, but I've never seen a video of one of these actually being deployed. Now, I'm not going to be deploying it on myself today, but just as a quick information, these are used in the event that a diabetic has a hypo event, low blood sugar event. What this contains is glucagon, which essentially activates your liver or tells your liver to dump all of its stored glucose into your bloodstream, and it raises your blood sugar. These are nasty business. When you use them, typically you're going to, well, number one, you're not going to be in a great situation and you're going to be throwing up. But wanted to show what actually happens. Now, this is an expired Hypopen here, so I've already got my replacements for this. So I figured it would be a good opportunity to show you what actually happens when, if you ever have to use this on somebody and how to do that. Now, it's going to come in a box and a pouch that looks like this. This I've created kind of a poor man's sample injector with another one that I've got that's already expired. But you'll notice in the window here, you've got a little bubble, and that liquid in there is the glucagon. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is, I guess number one, pull that pouch right here out of the box right here. And you'll have the pen, which I'm showing right here. It's about the size of an EpiPen or an auto injector. And this is an auto injector, right? So if you're afraid of needles, you don't actually see the needle yourself. You will be seeing the needle in this video here. But so the first thing you do is you take this red cap right here, a big red cap saying like, warning, there's something that is going to stick you. And you're going to pull that off. I'm going to try and focus on that. So pull that off, and that's going to pop right out. Okay. Now, you can still see the glucagon in there, and this yellow piece is a plunger. Now, we're going to look down into it. So if you guys don't like needles, this is where you're going to start seeing it. So you see a spring in there, okay? It's kind of hard to see, but you see that? And then right down in there, that's the business end of the needle, of the auto-injector right there. Now, that's going to go into, I believe this is a submuscular, or it goes into muscle. It's a pretty substantial needle. So we're going to come over here and hopefully get a good angle, because what I'm going to do is press this up against the side of the sink, and you're going to see what happens when. So number one, you'll take this and you'll depress that into whoever you need to provide glucagon to. Again, that needle will go into wherever you put it in. So I'm going to put it here on the side, and I'm going to press down. And you'll see that's all of the glucagon. So if you're using that on an actual person, all of that would be in them right now. And that typically takes, 5, 10, 15 minutes, depending on the person, to wake them up or do whatever you need to do. You can see the needle doesn't really stick too far out, right? So it's, I know you've heard horror stories of the original glucagon kits that had these massive needles that you'd have to put in there. So apologies for the shaky camera. It's kind of a weird setup here, but that's essentially what happens. So you hold that in, and you notice that window with the glucagon has gone red. When you see that red, you know, hey, that is in them. They are good to go. But you saw how quickly that deployed. You still want to hold it down for 10 minutes or 10 seconds or so, and then you extract, and you're done. So now that plunger will not go back. You can't depress it again, and that's so you, as the helpful individual, don't stab yourself on that needle right there. So now all you do is you take that. I'm not going to do it because I only have one hand here. You put that cap back on there. You throw that to the side, and then you roll your unwilling participant on their side, and you wait for help to arrive. So figured I'd make this because I haven't seen one of these actually deployed before. Since I had a willing participant here that was expired, I would make this video just to show you how it works. Cool. Thanks for watching.